All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am V. Ravi Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi embarks on a day-long visit to Saudi Arabia today. Prime Minister celebrates Diwali with soldiers in Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir. Says vigilance and valour of armed forces keep the nation safe. Air quality in Delhi deteriorates to hazardous level due to firecracker emissions. Gujarati community across the globe celebrate its New Year, Bestu Varas today. California declares statewide emergency as more than 3,000 firefighters battle raging forest fire. And in badminton, India's men's duo Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty bagged silver in the doubles event at French Open in Paris. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will embark on a visit to Saudi Arabia today. Mr. Modi will reach Riyadh tonight. The Prime Minister will address the third session of Saudi Arabia's Future Investment Initiative Forum tomorrow. Mr. Modi will have a bilateral meeting with Saudi King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud and hold delegation-level talks with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The Saudi prince will also host a banquet dinner in his honor. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The visit of Prime Minister Modi to Saudi Arabia has two important components. The first is the strengthening of the bilateral relationship between the two countries, and the second, the Prime Minister is the keynote speaker at the Future Investment Initiative Forum at Riyadh. Dubbed as the Davos of the desert, the forum projects the kingdom as the investment hub of the region. India and Saudi Arabia are likely to sign 12 agreements in key areas like civil aviation, defense procurement, security cooperation, non-renewable energy sector during the upcoming visit of Prime Minister Modi to the oil-rich nation. PM Modi will hold bilateral talks with King Salman and delegation-level talks with the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Both countries have strong people-to-people contact. Around 2.6 million Indians are living in Saudi Arabia and send back remittances to the tune of $11 million annually. Kanchan Prasad, AIR News, Saudi Arabia.
Prime Minister yesterday visited Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir to celebrate Diwali with army troops guarding the line of control. Addressing the soldiers, Mr. Modi hailed the valour of the Indian Defence Forces and said they have made it possible for the central government to take decisions which were hitherto considered impossible. Mr. Modi highlighted the courage and fortitude of the forces in safeguarding national security and thanked them on behalf of the people of the country for their monumental service.
पराक्रम की पराकाष्ठा करने का आपका जो मिजाज है, वो मिजाज कभी पराजित होने नहीं देता। और इसलिए आज मुझे उन वीरों के दर्शन करने का अवसर मिला है, जिन्होंने पिछले 70 साल की परंपरा में बलिदानों की भी पराकाष्ठा की है, पराक्रम की पराकाष्ठा की है और परम विजय प्राप्त कर ही चैन लिया है।
Prime Minister said that the increasing number of visitors to the National War Memorial in Delhi shows the respect accorded by the citizens towards the contributions of armed forces. Mr. Modi listed the steps being taken by the government to further strengthen and modernize the Indian Defence Forces. Prime Minister said that the government is committed to taking steps to ensure the welfare of soldiers. On the way back from Rajouri, Mr. Modi also interacted with air warriors and personnel of the army at Pathankot Air Force Station. Prime Minister also called on President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and former President Pranab Mukherjee to greet them on Diwali. The Prime Minister posted pictures of his meetings with the three leaders on Twitter. Air quality in Delhi has turned hazardous as the citizens ignored the Supreme Court enforced 2-hour limit for bursting crackers on Diwali last night. According to government agencies, at 11 p.m., Delhi's overall air quality index stood at 327. The levels of PM10, tiny particulate matter, reached as high as 515 micrograms per cubic meter in Anand Vihar during the day. In Wazirpur and Bhavana, PM2.5 levels crossed the 400 mark. According to the System of Air Quality and Weather Forecasting and Research, SAFAR, the highest impact of firecracker emissions is expected early today. Ever since the announcement of Union Territory status to Ladakh, various departments have focused on the region for implementation of development plans. To bring Ladakh out from 70 years of neglect, the centre is keen to develop strategically important Ladakh as an ideal union territory in the country by creating revenue and employment generation avenues in the region. More from our correspondent.
Yes, Ladakh is going to change its identity as Union Territory. The centre has planned a better future for the region. With predominantly tribal population in Ladakh, the TriFed organized Adi Mahotsav to encourage the tribal artisans to utilize its services for better marketing avenues for Ladakh products. BAS hallmarking for Ladakh's world-class Pashmina wool is another effort to get rewards to border-living Pashmina growers. Opening the new tourist routes, including highest battlefield Siachin's base camp, would encourage the adventure tourism and rural economy in Ladakh. Ramesh Chandra, All India Radio News, Leh.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. Gujarati community across the globe is celebrating New Year Bestu Varas today. As per Gujarati calendar Vikram Samvat, New Year is celebrated on the first day of Kartik month. Bestu Varas also marks the day to forgive others and forget bad memories and start with new enthusiasm. More from our correspondent.
New Year celebrations start by decorating houses with marigold flowers and asapalam leaves. Almost all Gujarati houses are also lighted colorfully on this day. People dress up nicely and visit temples with flowers and mithai to offer prayers. Today's day also marks the beginning of new account books and closing the previous ones. Some temples in Gujarat also conduct Govardhan Puja today. It is said that on this very day, Lord Krishna had saved people by lifting Govardhan Parvat. Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Arrangements are in full swing to celebrate the National Unity Day on 31st of this month. Lakhs of people from more than 700 districts will take part in the events to be organized to commemorate the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Kevadia in Gujarat to pay homage to the great leader at the Statue of Unity. Home Minister Amit Shah will flag off the commemorative Run for Unity from New Delhi's Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium at 7:10 a.m. on 31st of October. The Delhi Metro services will start running from 4 a.m. from all terminal stations across the national capital on 31st October to facilitate Run for Unity event participants. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his Mann Ki Baat address in October 2018, urged the youths of the country to take part in the Run for Unity in largest possible numbers.
31 अक्टूबर राष्ट्रीय एकता दिवस यानी कि सरदार पटेल की जन्म जयंती के दिन हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी केवड़िया से देंगे सरदार पटेल को श्रद्धांजलि और देश भर के 700 से ज्यादा जिलों से लाखों लोग जुड़ेंगे साथ लेकर एक लक्ष्य, एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत। दिल्ली के मेजर ध्यानचंद नेशनल स्टेडियम से गृह मंत्री अमित शाह करेंगे फ्लैग ऑफ। रन फॉर यूनिटी, दौड़ेगा इंडिया लक्ष्य की ओर।
एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत।
The Meteorological Department has said that the situation in the Arabian Sea could become very bad in the next 24 hours following the condition of the Kyar cyclone turning into a super cyclone. Issuing alerts about the cyclone, Met Department has said that the storm could affect the coastal areas of Maharashtra, Karnataka and Goa. According to the Weather Department, the center of Cyclone Kyar is currently about 540 kilometers from the west-southwest coast of Mumbai. California's Governor Gavin Newsom declared a statewide emergency yesterday due to the unprecedented high winds that have led to the Kincaid fire in the state. The blaze has destroyed dozens of homes and wineries, including the iconic Soda Rock winery built in 1869. The Kincaid fire ignited on Wednesday and spread quickly due to powerful wind gusts up to 145 kilometers per hour. More than 3,000 firefighters backed by air tankers and helicopters were battling to control the blaze, which was not expected to be contained before 7th of November, fire officials said. In a bid to reduce the risk of fire, California's largest utility, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, said it expected to turn off power to nearly 1 million customers across northern and central California. United States Defense Secretary Mark Esper has said that the death of ISIS leader and world's most wanted terrorist Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi in an American air raid in northwest Syria is a major victory in the enduring mission to defeat the dreaded terror group. As a result, Baghdadi, who led the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria terrorist movement and inspired one of the most brutal and misguided terror campaigns in modern history, is dead at the hands of the United States military, Esper said. Mark Esper was part of a small group of people who were aware of the top-secret operation and watched the raid live from the Situation Room of the White House. Congratulating American troops for the raid in northwest Syria that led to the death of Islamic State chief Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, top United States leaders described it as a great day for America and hailed President Donald Trump for the secret mission. Former U.S. Vice President and Democratic presidential frontrunner Joe Biden congratulated the special forces, intelligence community, and all the brave military professionals on delivering justice to the terrorist al-Baghdadi. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that Americans salute the heroism, dedication, and skill of their military and intelligence professionals and acknowledge the work of the partners in the region. Senator Jim Inhofe, chairman of the Senate Armed Forces Committee, said the brave Special Operations Forces successfully executed a dangerous mission to get the ISIS leader. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has hailed the death of Islamic State leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi as an important moment, but said the fight against his group is not yet over. Defense Secretary Ben Wallace said the Islamic State group's leaders have twisted Islam to groom thousands of people into joining their evil cause. In badminton, India's top men's doubles pair of Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty lost to world number one pair of Marcus Fernaldi-Gideon and Kevin Sanjay Sukumuljo in the finals of the French Open in Paris last night. The Indian duo settled for silver after losing the final 18-21, 16-21. Satvik and Chirag had won the maiden Super 500 title at the Thailand Open earlier in August this year. It was the first time that an Indian men's doubles pair reached the World Tour 750 final. Bangladesh Cricket Board BCB yesterday confirmed that the Board of Control for Cricket in India has requested them to play a day-night test during the upcoming India tour. BCB Chief Executive Nizamuddin Chowdhury said at first they have to take the consent of the players and members of the team management about it. The News Services Division of All India Radio in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak will bring you a discussion tonight on significance of BS6 vehicles for cleaner air. This can be heard on FM Gold channel additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. Listeners can ask questions to the experts sitting in our studio on toll-free telephone number 1-800-115-767. I repeat, 1-800-115-767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444. The number once again is 011-2331-4444. You can also post queries on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts by using the hashtag AskAIR. This program is also available on Doordarshan DTH. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Sanjay Mattu.
Thank you, Ravi. Most newspapers did not bring up their editions today due to Diwali. Business Standard lead story reports the 192 points jump in the Sensex on Diwali trading with the heading, Market Start Samvat 2076 on positive note. The Hindustan Times website quotes sources and writes, India takes spark to world body for denying permission to use airspace for PM Modi's flight to Saudi. Prior to this, President Ramnath Kovind had also been denied permission to use Pakistan's airspace for his official trip to Europe. The Indian Express website reports, Shiv Sena still in hunt for CM's post, BJP likely to offer Deputy CM. The Hindu website reports, EU hopes to endorse Brexit delay to January 31. The story further says, any postponement of Brexit can only be granted unanimously by the 27 European Union countries, and French objections have so far prevented a decision. And finally, Business Standard reports that the government is considering making over-the-counter or OTC drugs like paracetamol available at local retail outlets soon. The packaging on such drugs will contain important information like recommended dosage and side effects in local languages, the paper adds. And with that, it's back to you, Ravi.
Thank you, Sanjay. In some more news, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson yesterday expressed his admiration and respect for the Indian community in the United Kingdom in his message for Diwali, which he said offers a sense of optimism and togetherness. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi embarks on a day-long visit to Saudi Arabia today. Prime Minister celebrates Diwali with soldiers in Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir, says vigilance and valour of armed forces keep the nation safe. Air quality in Delhi deteriorates to hazardous level due to firecracker emissions. Gujarati community across the globe celebrates its New Year, Bestu Varas today. California declares statewide emergency as more than 3,000 firefighters battle raging forest fire. And in badminton, India's men's duo Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty bagged silver in the doubles event at French Open in Paris. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.